At what point does a company realize their ERP is limiting and needs an OMS? Why don't I start us off with that one?
Please do.
Where we hear challenges from prospective customers when we're talking to partners about what they're hearing out there, we hear folks talk about cancelled order rates most frequently. That's one of the larger challenges. Let's park for a second. I want to grow revenue, or I want to operate in some new markets, or I want to operate across some new marketplaces. But really, the biggest challenge that folks are facing, where they're seeing and talking to us about an OMS being a potential answer to that challenge, is around overselling or cancelled orders. So thinking that I have something in stock, creating demand for that product, converting a customer, and then realizing that it's actually not in stock, either in the location that I wanted, if it's a collection, or for fulfillment at all. Huge cost hole, huge customer experience hole, and one that is caused by a stale view of inventory, one that could be solved for. And most often that's because inventory and updates are happening at various different points in the network. They all flow through an ERP system in batch mode. That might be overnight. It might take even longer than that in some cases. It's then pushed forward into the commerce layer as what I have available. By the time I even think about doing that, it's out of date. I sell something, turns out somebody had walked into a store and bought it, so I haven't seen it. So one of the times that our customers and our prospects realize that ERP isn't quite cutting it in a real-time omni-channel environment is because I'm canceling too many orders. Smart ones, at least the ones that are taking action, often end up with a different problem. Because they know inventory is going to be out of date, they take a very conservative view of what they make available online. So they solve the overselling problem by putting extremely conservative safety stock levels around what goes out into available to promise, and end up creating a lot of demand and then underselling, what ends up in a low return on ad spend and ultimately lower revenues, because I'm left with product that I end up marking down at the end of the season. So those are two areas where folks that I work with realize. Yourself, Casper, anything to add to that?
Only that there are some expectations today that we also see retailers struggling with. It could be same-day pickup or same-day delivery, which at the end of the day touches on the same as yours, right? Like, if it's not available or if it's oversold, then, well, it becomes a pretty poor experience going back into the retail space for pickup. So there are definitely some of those expectations and just speed of delivery that are also being, it's hard to realize if you're sitting with a ERP only setup today. So we see also customer expectations being a big drive.
Thank you.
Thank you both very much. I think with that, we have come to the end of today's webinar.